Our next candidate is Blake Hudson. Blake?
Hey, how you doing? It's going to be hard to follow Jeff's comments, but just first of all, I wanted to thank Josh and Randy for letting me be a part of this and putting this on and getting this movement going. I think it was a few years ago that I reached out to Josh over LinkedIn, just offering any help I could give him, and have become an advocate for the state of Georgia here in Atlanta, and really trying to push inventors' rights here and patent rights here in Georgia. Long story short, I'm a registered patent agent, entrepreneur, inventor. I've been practicing in the patent world now for about 10 years, which seems like forever. Long story short, I went to Auburn University, graduated in mechanical engineering, and really just I've always enjoyed inventing, and I got into patent law because I didn't want to pay patent attorneys to write my patent applications for my inventions. I currently have 5 issued patents that I've invented, written, drafted, prosecuted, etc. But as an inventor and a registered patent agent, I see so many different issues with the patent system as it stands now, especially the PTAB and how these so to speak fake judges are appointed and are taking away our property rights. You see the American flag behind me. That's something that holds dearly to my heart. I love the country I live in, and very fortunate to be able to really pursue my dreams. And patents are a big part of that. And I really, really want to fight for everyone out there, independent inventors especially, to prevent things such that Josh experienced, and many, many other inventors that I've met throughout my career, and just to get the patent system back on track. Thank you.
Blake, it's selected for PPAC. How could you improve things?
Well, I feel like I've got, so to speak, tool belt that's, equipped with various different aspects of the patent system, including just understanding the law in general, being a registered patent agent, and prosecuting patent applications for the past 10 years or so. Also as an independent inventor, entrepreneur, and as a small business owner. Just looking at behind Randy's background there, it's just a shame that 84% of patents are invalidated at the PTAB. I'm a big believer in hard work, in the American dream, and I'm pursuing that myself. And you just have such a passion for doing something in life and pursuing your dreams. And I want to make sure that others can benefit from that same path. And if I were to be on PPAC, I would really stand up to anyone else and really push for the rights of inventors, and to make patents, so to speak, great again, and to actually, prevent all of these bad things from happening. For example, personally, I've experienced clients that have gone under not just one reexamination, but a second reexamination for silly, substantial new questions of patentability issues, and just seeing them be trampled on by these big corporations. And it's extremely disturbing, and I'm determined to do something about it.
Can you describe one of your inventions and how you came up with it?
Yeah. So I'd say one of the most patriotic inventions is it's called a sheet material flying system, or really it's systems and methods for flying sheet materials. And when I say sheet materials, I really mean flags. Long story short, a friend of mine and I actually started together. We founded the Auburn Student Inventors and Entrepreneurs Club when we were at Auburn together, and we kind of collaborated through college. And he called me one day and said, "Hey, I see all these big flags by these RV lots, on the side of the interstate, but they're always, just laying limp. Let's do something about that. And I told him he was silly. But next thing you know, we started working on this. We bought a few 3D printers. My spare bedroom was just trash. My wife was about to kick me out of the house. But long story short, having the experience, the patent agent experience, really benefited us. And we ended up filing 3 or 4 provisional patent applications before we even got to the first non-provisional. Long story short, it was intensely stressful for me, not only because I was an inventor, but also because I was in charge of the patenting side of things as well. So I was kind of working with both hands immensely throughout that process. Luckily, we've been able to get 2 issued patents, and we've got a continuation application currently, and are going to try to build that portfolio to its fullest extent.
Blake, could you address how you could manage the responsibilities and be most effective if you were to be appointed to the PPAC?
I would be able to manage these responsibilities for several reasons, but I think one is going back to what somebody else said, is just my passion for inventing, for just the whole idea of a patent and the rights that come with the patent. Being in the career path I chose, and being an inventor entrepreneur, I'm in really, really serious trouble if we continue going down this path. Not only will I lose on the inventor entrepreneurship side, I won't be able to get any clients to pay my grocery bill because patents will be worthless. So I will do everything I can to fight for inventors, and will most certainly put forth the time required to do so, given that I'm really in trouble if we don't change this. I did want to mention, just speaking on the this kind of goes back to you point out a little bit of this in your invalidated documentary, Josh, but just the idea, just understanding, especially on my end, that I spend so much time and effort and energy with myself or with clients protecting their inventions, only to find out that they're worthless. The uncertainty that inventors have initially, just based upon the history, is that we don't even know. Yeah, the patent office could examine this and say there's no prior art out there. You're good to go, scotch-free. This is completely 100% enforceable. And then next thing you know, that gets completely turned around on its end. So that whole idea, it's almost like this, the US patent system is a facade in a way that's like, oh, it looks good, you're getting patents, but in actuality, it's just out there and it's just fake. And I think that needs to be exposed more, because I don't think a lot of people know that. But also, I think there should be some more education for independent inventors. I speak with so many inventors who know nothing. They want to try to trademark their invention, or they don't really know anything. And I feel there's a need for educational resources that are free or very minimal expense that can really benefit independent inventors. But I think before we even do that, we've got to change the system first.
Blake Hudson, 30-second final statement.
Yes, to reiterate what Mr. Harden said, I'm all about going back to the gold standard of a patent. We need to get back on track to where when the patent office issues a patent, it's solid, and that's not the case now. I will do everything I can to advocate for independent inventors like myself, and just you know, this is my passion, and I'm going to do absolutely everything I can to fight for our rights as inventors. We live in America. We live in the greatest country in the world, and there's no reason why we shouldn't have a patent system that's similar to the country we live in.